Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the Raw Ring Report. We had a twist turn Monday Night Raw. As you see right here, the six lovely ladies from Raw. Women's champion Becky Lynch teams up with Doudrop and Nikki Ash to take on number one contender for the women's championship at WrestleMania, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, and Liv Morgan. Also, too, another championship match that was imperial importance. Finn Balor challenge United States champion Damian Priest for the U.S. title. Did Finn Balor come on top and get himself a resurgence? You just have to wait and see. And two, Ed saying that he wants a WrestleMania open challenge match. Who stepped up? Who wants to face Edge at WrestleMania? We'll have the more details. The Pro Wrestling Show starts right now. Hello, everyone. This is Kendrick Dix here for the Pro Wrestling Show presents the Raw Ring Report. Welcome again. Like I said, hit that subscribe button so you will subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. For the Pro Wrestling Show hashtag WrestleMania season is off on the kicker. Got a lot to talk about. So let's get started with what's going on with Raw tonight. Raw kicked off with Ed Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens kicking off the KO show, and they're supposed to be doing something. I know Kevin Owens making fun of Texas with who are hat again. He's on making fun of Texas. You know that he's supposed to be in the anticipated match. We don't know yet. Stone Cold Steve Austin supposed to be involved in some form or fashion. Kevin Owens trying to make fun of Texas, saying he still hates Texas. But he had his tag team partner Seth Rollins with him at in the ring, talking to the current tag team champions America Alpha, which American Alpha will defend the Raw Tag Team Championships next week against Ray RK Bro and Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens for the titles. Now we know that Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens didn't get into the great start with American Alpha. Kevin Owens was trying to tell him and then tell Chad Gable. Chad Gable kind of remind me of Kurt Angle. He's trying to be more arrogant and more athletic. Kevin Owens didn't like what Chad Gable was saying and stunned Chad Gable. After Chad Gable stepped kind of trying to cross the line. But I guess the American Alpha had a match with the tag team champions, and they won. Well, not America, but Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens. So they get them momentum heading to next week on Raw. If they do defeat the tag team champions of Chad Gable and Otis and Rated RKO. Well, we'll talk about what happened with Rated RKO later in the show. There's a media heel turn for what's going on with that. Also, too, the mighty giant Almas went against T-Bar. Almas saying that he doesn't need nobody. He's going to do things his own way. Almas is proven to be a force to be reckoned with. Almas got the victory over T-Bar. I guess, I don't know. With T-Bar, they could have built him up. Now they just jobbing him. Like, T-Bar could be next in line of roster cuts. You ask me. Speaking of that, we know continued feuds going to happen tonight on NXT. As Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler, the Dirty Dogs, continue to play mind games with Tommaso Ciampa. Continue their feud on Raw. We'll see on that. So you see tonight on NXT that huge tag team match where NXT champion Braun Breaker teams up with former champion Tommaso Ciampa to take on Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler's supposed to get a impending championship match at Stand Deliver that Saturday morning on Peacock, I guess. Well, this is the match everyone's been talking about. The United States Championship match. Finn Balor going against Damian Priest. we know Finn Balor came up and asked him to challenge. Well, Damian Priest accepted, but at the end, Finn Balor won the United States Championship. What a glory! What an amazing night for Finn Balor winning championship gold over Damian Priest, and he beat him clean too in the ring. Well, Damian Priest didn't was a sore loser and started attacking Finn Balor and leaving Finn Balor out and knock him down. So now I'm guessing this is going to be a WrestleMania rematch at WrestleMania between them two. Look for that. I think it's going to be a phenomenal match between those two coming forward. Also, too, women's. We heard that Sasha Banks and Naomi issuing the challenge to the current women's tag team champions Carmella and Queen Zelina. Carmella and Queen Zelina accepted, so it's going to be a women's tag team championship match at WrestleMania between the four lovely ladies. And also, too, Carmella and got a new WWE show with her soon-to-be husband, Raw announcer Corey Graves. Good show. I mean, I didn't see any. I mean, it's a good show. I didn't see it get picked up on Peacock or E Network, but it's a good show. Or USA, but you never know. But hey, to each his own. But we know that women's tag team champions will meet Sasha Banks and Naomi 1-on-1 for the tag team titles. I meant to say at WrestleMania. So look for that. Also, too, we know that Mr. McMahon is supposed to be the highly anticipated guest on the Pat McAfee show, and Austin Theory had to grill Mr. McMahon about everything, like what the expectations going to be. Like, do you think Pat McAfee going to get you a gotcha question? Mr. McMahon wasn't seen unfazed, but Austin Theory did point out that Mr. McMahon hadn't had an interview in quite some time, saying that his temper gets the best of him, and he needs backup, and he wants to be the backup. So Mr. McMahon kind of reluctantly obliged, and Mr. McMahon left it out to the open. And we know that this Thursday morning that Mr. McMahon will be a special guest on the Pat McAfee show. They said it's supposed to kick off a feud whether Mr. McMahon gets back in the ring at the age of 76 years old. And I guess Mr. McMahon could have some access to ground with McAfee about, like, he going off script. Because Pat McAfee is a good commentator, you ask me. But Mr. McMahon may not like that Pat McAfee going off script and doing things, going business for himself. But you got to wonder, too. I mean, Pat McAfee ain't doing nothing wrong. He just telling like it is. Like, look, for example, like when Mickie James, when he heard the name Mickie James saying Impact Champion, it was never been crossed by WWE about them saying by Impact Champion. Now the floodgates are open, but I guess Mr. McMahon has some access to grind, so we'll see coming forward on this Thursday, kicking off that feud. The Street Profits had won their match that night too against RKO, RK Bro. Even Montez Ford getting a lot of praise for his work, becoming a future world champion, but he picked the world champion in Randy Orton. Is the Street Profits turning dirty or heel? Only time will tell against Red RK Bro. Maybe the Street Profits feel like they've been held back, not being in the tag team scene for so long and becoming former tag team champions, and they never lost the tag team belts. They had to swap it. So Street Profits may have some access to ground. There's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of twists and turns going on. Even another twist and turn. When are we going to see Veer Mahal debut on Raw? It's been going on for oncoming months, and many people are joking about it, making fun of it at the end. So when Veer Mahal comes, he just comes. Plus, too, the cap off any Black History Month, the Hurt Business get a win in a long time. Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander pick up the win over the Mysterios with the help of The Miz. We know that The Miz have enlisted the services of YouTuber Logan Paul to be his tag team partner. So we know that Ray and Dominic in a tag team match goes against The Miz and Logan Paul at WrestleMania. That'll be WrestleMania Saturday, April 2nd. So we should see how all that pan out going forward. Plus two, I was told you about the 6 woman tag team matchup. As you see, well, the 6 woman tag team matchup, as you see, Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair will they'll meet at WrestleMania for the women's championship. The women's title will be on the line as well. Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, all teamed up with Bianca to take on Becky and her team of Nikki ASS and Doudrop. Now I know former WWE head writer Vince Russo saying that Rhea Ripley should be pushed more. I kind of agree, but at the same time, WWE want to push who they want to push. But I kind of think it should be a triple threat match to me. But it is what it is. But Rhea should be pushed more like that. But the ending of the match was that Bianca Belair getting some revenge. I think they should wait to WrestleMania. But she bull whooped her, Becky Lynch, the women's champion, with her whip and caused bruises to Becky. Becky is not going to forget about this getting bruised upon by Rhea Ripley. She's going to find a way to get back revenge, and we'll see on that one coming forward. Also, too, the Radar superstar Edge announced last week that he wants a WrestleMania opponent. He kept on mentioning taglines and slogans and stuff that he wants an opponent of his choice. He wants someone to step up and fight him at WrestleMania. And no other than the man who stepped up was the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. The match that everyone's been waiting for, everyone's been talking about. That AJ Styles will meet Edge at WrestleMania one-on-one. And we thought it was going to be just a fan favorite match, but it turned down real quickly that Edge had something up his sleeve, and Edge did some attack. Edge attacked AJ Styles out of nowhere and gave AJ Styles the concerto, leaving AJ out. And Edge looking with that grizzly look that only that the minute Edge look, Edge does. Edge went from good to bad now. So we're going to see it at WrestleMania. Edge versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania. We know AJ Styles had a lot of WrestleMania classics. He went against Jericho. He went against Nakamura. He went against Shane McMahon. He went against Randy Orton. The Undertaker. And what he went against last year? Did he have a WrestleMania match last year? I don't know. He won the tag team titles, but he had those 5 legends I just made mention, and Edge including as well. It's going to be an instant WrestleMania classic for AJ Styles heading into the Showcase of Immortals that night. Let's look at the updated card right now. These are the matches that have been announced for WrestleMania. The winner take all unification match between Brock and Roman at WrestleMania Sunday. WrestleMania Saturday. We don't know either gonna be Saturday or Sunday between Edge and AJ. We know WrestleMania Saturday for the women's championship matches for the Raw and the SmackDown women's title. And we know Dominic and Rey Mysterio and the women's tag team titles. So right now we have four championship matches at this moment, and this card is growing and growing as we speak. So for me being Kendrick Dick saying so long, we hope to see you tonight for the NXT Ring Report for NXT. So I'm gonna leave that NXT down on the note. So for me being Kendrick Dick saying so long, we'll see you tonight for the NXT Ring Report. See you later.